Welcome everybody. Glad to have you back from winter break. We're celebrating Nancy's birthday today. Happy birthday. Any other celebrations? We're all glad to be back for second semester. Year's half over. Celebration. All right, I did change the agenda just a little bit from what you have printed, and so it's posted up on the screen. So it's the same stuff, just in a different order. We started working on 5-minute kids, kind of putting that into place over the past semester. So I just wanted to briefly talk about what successes we've had and what challenges we've had, and see what you guys think of it, having done it for a semester now.
I really like it. I was a skeptic, but I feel like it cuts a lot of the fluff out, and that you're not wasting time at the beginning. You're not wasting time with other kids, working on their sounds and ignoring another child. That's the direct one-to-one that I like.
More repetition.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like my data is stronger. So I feel like especially when I'm able to talk to teachers and parents, I have a really good understanding of where they're at.
I'd say some of my kids are making faster progress. Not all, but
is anyone slower?
Yeah, nobode's slower.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've had a lot of success. I just dismissed 5 of the 9 that I was trialing it with. Yeah, it's been really successful.
Great. Anybody had any challenges with it? And if you do, what are they? Or what we can brainstorm how to fix those challenges.
My challenge at first, I scheduled them too tightly, which I had to do. There was no other choice. Either that or they don't get seen, or I do big groups.
But the thing I want to talk about today is I feel very comfortable with that criteria. And one of the things that I gave you to read was this article. Did you guys bring that or read that? Okay. The special education eligibility, when is speech language impairment also disability? When we have our meeting with the school psychs, which is on here for you guys, February 1st from 1:30 to 3, we'll either be here at Spark, I'm not sure. I'll let you know for sure. I'm going to give this to them to read as well. So let's just talk first discussing this article to see if we all have an understanding of what it's saying and that what our beliefs and thoughts are about it. You probably read it going, yeah, I know all this. This is a pretty basic article. But I want you to read it with their idea, their perspective in mind. It's always important to bring that student piece into it, and we had talked about it would be nice to have a student rating scale, and I found one. Finally, I found one. Of course, we could have just created one, but I gave you copies of this one. It's from Virginia, and we can kind of look and see if it meets our needs, but they're back here. There's a 6th through 12th grade version and a kindergarten through 5th. And so this is actually like an interview that you would do with the students where you get their perspective of their speech and language impairment. So if they don't know that they have a problem, do they get concerned about how they sound? This would be great evidence to have in your report to include. And this would also be great to share with parents that, I can't work with them if they're not willing to work with me, and they don't see that it's a problem, they're not willing to work, and being able to document some of that. This would be one way you could do it and make it a little bit more formal than just a conversation. So what do you guys think about something like this?
I think that we need something breaking black and white, because I have a little girl that
2 separate discussions that lead into each other, but that eligibility piece, yes, they're still eligible, but how we're going to serve them, who's best going to serve them, is then that second layer. I think if we can narrow up that eligibility piece, making sure we actually put the kids on that need to be put on, and not clouding up our schedules with kids that don't need to be on, that's the first step. And then really focusing in getting those services to the kids that really need them, our unique piece that nobody else can do, that they can't get anywhere else. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to give this to the psychs so they have a better understanding and perspective. The other piece, we're going to I'll adopt this into our paperwork. If there's any changes or something you don't like, please give me feedback by next Friday. That long enough? So not this Friday, but a week from Friday.